I want to talk to you about the real reason dropshipping doesn't work. In today's conversation, people get into dropshipping for various reasons, but it's really important to have a clear idea what they're getting themselves into. So here's an overview I want you to really think about. So the first reason why dropshipping doesn't work is if you ignore market research. In any market, dropshipping or off-shipping, on-shipping, whatever, you got to have market research. If you don't do market research, you just listen to a YouTube video or whatever and think that this product is a winner and you just jump on the product and you have no idea what the product is all about, you're not going to make money in dropshipping. So do not ignore the market research before entering the business. And I'm talking about all kinds of business, not just dropshipping. Especially if you want to focus on a niche, you want to have a clear idea what that niche is about, what the demographic is all about, okay? And the second thing is you really have to focus. If you focus on general products, you're not going to succeed because, we live in a very competitive dropshipping ecosystem. So you want to focus on niche products, not general products. Do not be too broad, okay? Because otherwise, nobody knows what you stand for and you can't really attract the right audience. Also, do not choose the wrong niche. When I talk about the wrong niche, I'm talking about you having a product that is not in harmony with a specific demographic, a specific geography, a specific, I would say, profession, a specific mindset. You have to understand when you think about your ideal buyer, you got to really think about a buyer persona. You got to go after that persona and you have to do it relentlessly. And the thing is also, if you don't do proper dropshipping product analysis, you're not going to survive. I mean, one of the reasons why dropshipping doesn't work is if you have no idea about the product that you want to go after. And again, that product has to be in sync with your target audience, right? If you're selling a product that is actually geared towards seniors to a younger audience, you're not going to succeed anywhere, okay? So there has to be proper harmony. I'm talking about strategic harmony between the product that you want to dropship and the audience, the niche you are going after. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We're talking today about the real reason dropshipping doesn't work. Another reason why dropshipping doesn't work if you have improper supplier selection. Let's say you actually, you are so gung-ho about starting your dropshipping business and you have no idea whom you should go after when it comes to suppliers. And you heard people telling you, go on AliExpress, and you go on AliExpress and just look for a supplier in your niche, in your product category, and you just pick the first 5 or 10. No. There has to be a process in place. There has to be a due diligence in place for you to vet and validate all the suppliers that you are interested in working with. Another reason why dropshipping doesn't really work is if you have poor negotiating skills with suppliers. You have no idea how to negotiate with suppliers. And when we talk about negotiation, we're talking about things like pricing. We're talking about things like fulfillment. We're talking about things like shipping. We're talking about things like returns and refunds. You got to really have a clear understanding about those elements and others, of course, with suppliers way before people start placing orders, so that everybody's on the same page. You are on the same page. Your suppliers are on the same page when it comes to your dropshipping operation. If you also have an unprofessional Shopify website, you're not going anywhere with dropshipping. So one of the real reason why dropshipping doesn't work, if you have an unprofessional Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, BigCartel, whatever website you have to actually sell online your products, you need to make it professional. And also make sure that you don't have too limited of a product category. So basically, if your categories are not expensive, are not broad enough for you to attract a decent number of people, folks will not be interested. Think about you offering 20 products versus 200 products. You have more choices, so you have more people. Also, don't make it difficult to find order information. People are really, so the whole thing around your shopping cart, the checkout process should be very transparent and should be very, very straightforward. People start thinking about, like having second thoughts about your store, whatever, you are going to lose sales like crazy, and you don't want that. And this is one reason why dropshipping doesn't work. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the real reason dropshipping doesn't work. Another reason why your dropshipping doesn't work is if you have unclear product return policies. So when we talk about product return policy, we're talking about return and refunds, of course, because if customers are returning products, they are expecting a refund unless they want to have another product, okay, another shipment. It's really important for you to clarify how you are going to handle your return and refunds. And this is usually, you actually clarify things on your website so everybody's clear about what to expect if there should be a problem in terms of defect, in terms of quality, in terms of mismatch, whatever, okay? And another reason dropshipping doesn't work if you are not in constant communication with your suppliers. See, the whole thing is that your dropshipping suppliers are your partners in this game. Remember, with dropshipping, you are outsourcing nearly everything, or everything in some cases, to the suppliers, right? They're taking care of the fulfillment, the shipment, the packing, everything. So you need to communicate constantly with your suppliers so that you have a clear idea what's happening on their back end of things. If you just like, you know what, I'm going to put this on autopilot, I'm going to start making money, I don't care about what's happening in the background, you might be disappointed and you might be surprised. And also, do not select goods with high return rates. There are some goods they have high return rates, and there are others that, they do not suffer any return rates at all. So do not be surprised once again if you have goods with high return rates and those goods are returned. It's just part of their DNA, right? So be very careful here. And you also want to make sure that the bottom line here is that you want to basically choose goods whose authenticity and quality are always standard or like top notch. If customers start questioning the authenticity and the quality of the goods you're selling in your dropshipping store, you are going to suffer high return rates. And also, do not use marketing tools incorrectly. So when we talk about marketing tools in relation to your Shopify store, your BigCommerce store, your WooCommerce store, whatever dropshipping store you have, remember that you have all kinds of marketing tools. You have SEO tools, search engine optimizations, SEO tools. You have email marketing. You have text marketing. You have Facebook marketing, you have YouTube marketing, you have a lot of marketing tools there. Make sure that you choose the right tool. Another reason dropshipping doesn't work for you is if you have bad copywriting and spelling errors in product descriptions. You need to understand, customers do care about grammar. I mean, you don't have to have a Grammarly subscription, whatever, but you have to pay attention to the kind of products you're selling and make sure that there are no typos, there are no grammatical inconsistencies, there are no sort of, anything crazy in terms of the grammar, the vocabulary. So we're talking about top-notch content here, okay? If people are going to entrust you with their hard-earned dollar, they want to make sure that you are providing value. And starting, like, the whole process with providing value starts with you providing good quality content. Okay. And if you choose the wrong payment method, this could also make you lose money. And this could be one reason why your dropshipping business is not working. If the majority of your customers prefer PayPal and Stripe, and you are actually using another payment processor, you are going to lose sales. It's just what it is. Folks have no patience to actually wait for you to actually do the implementation, whatever. No. If people want to pay with credit card, give them the opportunity to pay with credit card. That's it. And if you have high-priced products, you're not going to, you may not succeed, depending on the niche that you're in. But overall, based on our analysis, one of the real reasons why dropshipping doesn't work if you are selling too high. Remember, customers have choices. Nowadays, they have choices. So if people actually want to buy from your store, they are going to constantly compare and contrast your store's prices to the others to see if you are competitive or not from a pricing perspective. That's why you want to constantly sort of study what the competition is selling at so that you are not pricing yourself too high. And if you also have a poorly implemented social media strategy, this could be a reason why your dropshipping is not working. Because again, everything starts with your target audience. If your target audience is on TikTok and you're doing a Pinterest or Instagram social media strategy, this may not work. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the real reason dropshipping doesn't work. Another reason why your dropshipping doesn't work if you don't have a blog for the website. When we talk about blogging for a Shopify store or a big commerce store or an Amazon store, a big like whatever store you have for your dropshipping, a blog actually brings you organic traffic. That's the key word here, organic traffic. So you want to have organic traffic and you want to also establish your credibility and your authority on the specific product you're selling. And this is what a blog does very well. But when you have a blog, don't just have a blog and just forget about it. You have to update it. You have to actually put stuff on it, and it has to be regular, okay? Because folks and the customers love it, and Google also loves it when you update your blog. And another reason why your dropshipping doesn't work if you actually quit too early. The thing is that's what I said earlier when I said people actually, a lot of newbies, they come into this market. They think, listen, I'm going to make millions like overnight. No. There are folks who have been in this game for 20 years now. Yeah, dropshipping has been around for at least 20 years now. And so it does take time to build up. You got to be patient. You got to be a hard worker. And you have to believe in your dropshipping ability. You have to believe in your business. You have to believe in yourself. And if you don't have a real strategy and goal also, you're going nowhere. Like if you have no GPS, then you are going nowhere. So you got to have, when you start, you got to have a destination. I mean, I'm talking about analytical destination where you want to go, and you got to have a clear idea how you want to reach that goal and make the goal smart, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. That's the smart principle here. And you also need to communicate with consumers. So people come and buy in your store, and you basically just take them for granted. Don't take them for granted. You got to communicate with them. You got to cherish your customers. You got to pamper them. You got to really communicate and really answer all their queries in real time. This is really important because it's going to establish your store as a credible store. It's going to actually establish your brand as a brand that is reliable. And reliability in today's day and age is just really important. So you want your store to be reliable, not just another e-commerce platform that's there to take people's money. No, you are taking money. You're taking money in terms of selling products and services, but you're also adding value. Reason why your dropshipping doesn't work if you copy another website. See, the whole thing is that Google knows if you are copying first of all, when you copy another website, you are exposing yourself to copyright infringement, lawsuits, whatever. And the algorithm in Google knows if there is a duplicate content. They know. And basically, they are going to shadow ban your store. You're not getting any traffic at all, and you don't want that. This is a bad space to be in, and this is not like the strategy you want to have if you want to succeed in dropshipping. And if you actually are adding no value to your business model, you also may not sell. You may not actually succeed. Another reason why your dropshipping doesn't work if you're not answering emails of customers. I was telling you earlier about communicating with customers, interacting with customers. They're the ones giving you money. They're the ones keeping you in business. So you want to really be very responsive when you receive emails. This could be via social media or via regular email. You want to answer those emails as thoroughly as possible. You also want to really if you don't have a backup plan for suppliers, you may actually also fail. Because see, the thing is that for every supplier with whom you have signed, you want to have 2 or 3 other backup suppliers. So if something were to happen with that main supplier, all the ancillary suppliers, all the backup suppliers can actually step in and really help save the day. But you got to have that plan. And this is not a plan you can just have like once in a while and that's it, forget about it. No, it has to be something to really do over and over and over. But I want to insist on what I said earlier in terms of bringing value to the business model. You really need to tell customers what is your spin on an existing trend, for instance, what is making you different. And this is how you're going to differentiate yourself. And if you do not differentiate yourself, you are soon out of business. So you have to be clear about what really matters to your customers, what matters to your target niche, what matters to you also, and what you are trying to achieve in your dropshipping business. That way you have a clear idea how to get there. Another reason why your dropshipping is not working if your customers are not loyal. And this is another thing that's important, because customers are not loyal, because customers actually are looking for the dropshipping partner, the dropshipping retailer that's adding value all the time. And adding value means what? You are proposing good quality products. You are proposing trendy products, and you are proposing a great customer service overall. So the thing is, if you're not really loyal, if your customers are not loyal to you, it just means that you're not offering those elements, at least as of now. Another reason why you have to understand is that your dropshipping is not working is that your website is not optimized. So when we talk about optimization, we're talking about making sure your website is SEO optimized. But right now, if it's not, you're not getting organic traffic from Google and the other search engines. So if you don't get that, then you're going to have a problem very soon in terms of monetizing your blog, or even bringing revenue at all. So this is an important element. Another reason why your dropshipping is not really working is that you are not advertising on Facebook. Now, Facebook is not the only social media on which you should advertise, but Facebook is a big social media, 2 billion users, and if you want to reach the largest market out there for your niche, is actually through Facebook. So this is really important to really give it a try and make sure that you have a clear idea what you're doing too. Though it's not just about advertising on Facebook, where you need to have a clear idea what you're doing, and you also need to be persistent and patient. I think I've told you before that those things don't happen overnight. You got to really work at it all the time, and this is one of the reasons why dropshipping doesn't work, because a lot of those dropshippers, at least the earlier ones, they quit too soon. Because they come in there, they just want to see some change. If they don't see the change, they just like, okay, I'm out of here. But you need to have some patience to really see the work you're doing and really reap the benefits of that specific work. And another reasons why dropshipping doesn't work, if you have inconsistencies in business operations. In other words, you are able to, you are changing things every now and then without having any clear idea about what really works for you. So don't be inconsistent in terms of your presidency. Don't be inconsistent in terms of your business operations. Yeah. Okay. And don't be inconsistent in terms of your overall financial strategy. You want to be really clear that you are going to basically do a lot to support your dropshipping business. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I explained to you the real reason dropshipping doesn't work. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.